Hey, Steelers Nation! Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news with all the passion and grit that makes this fan base the best in the NFL. Before we dive into this wild story about the Steelers quarterback situation, do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you exclusive Steelers content, and we know you won't want to miss this one. Let's talk quarterbacks, playoffs, and the future of this team. The Steelers finished the regular season with a 10-7 record, earning a wild card spot against the Baltimore Ravens this Saturday. But let's face it, things haven't felt right lately. The team lost its final 4 games, ceding control of the AFC North to Baltimore. At the center of the struggles, veteran quarterback Russell Wilson. Since taking over this season, Wilson hasn't quite lived up to expectations, especially during the recent skid. The offense has looked stagnant, and Wilson has struggled with turnovers, raising questions about his future in Pittsburgh. As an unrestricted free agent this offseason, Wilson's future with the Steelers is anything but guaranteed. Backup. Quarterback Justin Fields is also hitting free agency, leaving the Steelers with a lot of uncertainty at the most important position on the field. Here's where things get interesting. NFL insider Peter King floated a fascinating possibility during his recent appearance on the Let's Go show. King suggested that the Steelers should consider bringing in none other than New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers for the 2025 season. If I were the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would want to come in and try to get a quarterback who could make me competitive with Baltimore and Cincinnati in 2025. And that guy, to me, would be Aaron Rodgers, King said. Rodgers, who just wrapped up a solid season with the Jets at age 40, might not be the elite quarterback he once was, but he's still capable. In 2024, he completed 63% of his passes with 28 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. Not bad for a guy who many thought might retire after his stint in Green Bay. Rodgers is under contract with the Jets through 2026, but reports suggest he's unlikely to stay in New York next year. If the Jets are open to trading him and the price tag isn't too steep, the Steelers could explore a deal. The idea of Rodgers in black and gold might excite some fans, especially those longing for a quarterback who can still compete at a high level. But it's not without risks. Rodgers' age, the potential cost in draft picks or cap space, and his recent flirtation with retirement make this a complex decision. Before looking ahead to 2025, the Steelers still have a playoff game to win. Former NFL offensive lineman Mark Schlereth stirred the pot this week by suggesting the Steelers should consider starting Justin Fields over Russell Wilson in the wildcard round. "I think the best option is Justin Fields," Schlereth said on FS1's Breakfast Ball. "Russell Wilson has a history of taking sacks. In the last 3 games, he's taken 12 sacks. Fields brings a dynamic skill set, particularly as a runner, which could be an asset against Baltimore's aggressive defense." Head coach Mike Tomlin hasn't ruled out the possibility of giving Fields some snaps, especially in specific packages. "I'm certainly open to utilizing Justin," Tomlin said. "In an effort to win this game, I am open to any combination of the division of labor." Fields, for his part, is ready to go if called upon. "If my number's called, I'll be ready," Fields said. The decisions the Steelers face at quarterback go beyond Saturday's game. This offseason could bring a full reset at the position, whether that means sticking with Wilson, exploring a trade for Rodgers, or looking elsewhere. For now, though, the focus is on beating Baltimore. The Ravens are a tough opponent, and the Steelers will need every advantage to pull off the upset. Whether that involves Fields stepping in or Wilson finding his groove remains to be seen. Let's not sugarcoat it. This season has been a roller coaster. After starting strong and controlling the AFC North for much of the year, the Steelers stumbled at the finish line, dropping 4 straight games. Now they've got a wild card berth, but the path to the Super Bowl feels tougher than ever. Here's the thing, though. This team isn't giving up. Players and coaches are refusing to dwell on the past. Instead, they're focusing on what they can control, their energy, mindset, and execution going forward. Cornerback Dante Jackson put it best when he told reporters this week, "This game is going to change everything. You won't really be worrying about anything that happened or anything that's coming down the road. Just worry about this one right here. Saturday night, prime time, against a division opponent. It don't get better than that. That's the mentality you want to see from this team. They know what's at stake. A chance to end a playoff drought, take down a division rival, and prove they belong in the postseason conversation. Now, you might be asking, how do you build energy after a rough month like that? Apparently, the Steelers are taking a creative approach. Mosh pits in the locker room. Yep, you heard that right. Players are finding ways to hype themselves up and shake off the negativity, even if it means going full rock concert mode. It might sound silly, but building morale is crucial when you're heading into hostile territory, like M&T Bank Stadium, to face a red-hot Ravens team. Baltimore comes into this game on a 4-game win streak, brimming with confidence after securing the AFC's 3rd seed. But here's the catch. Momentum doesn't guarantee anything in the playoffs. The last time these two teams met, it wasn't pretty for the Steelers. Baltimore controlled the game, and Pittsburgh's struggles with miscommunication and inconsistent effort were on full display. It felt like we weren't on the same page, Jackson admitted after that loss. That can't happen again. He's right. Cleaning up those mistakes will be critical. The Ravens thrive on taking advantage of opponents' errors, and the Steelers can't afford to give them any free points or easy yards. If the Steelers want to pull off the upset, they'll need a nearly flawless performance. That means tightening up the defense, staying disciplined, and finding ways to keep the Ravens' explosive offense in check. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The Steelers are the underdogs here. The Ravens have all the momentum, the home field advantage, and the swagger of a team that's already thinking about the divisional round. But here's the thing about being an underdog. It's an opportunity to shock the world. The Steelers know they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. If Baltimore comes in overconfident, Pittsburgh might just have a chance to catch them off guard. It's a rivalry game. It's prime time, and anything can happen when the Steelers and Ravens meet. Now, this is where you come in, Steelers fans. We want to know, 1. Do you think the Steelers should seriously consider trading for Aaron Rodgers? Is he the answer to get us back to the top of the AFC North? 2. Should Justin Fields start over Russell Wilson against the Ravens? Could Fields be the spark this team needs right now? 3. What's your dream scenario for the Steelers quarterback situation in 2025? Steelers Nation, this is why we love football. Big decisions, high stakes, and the never-ending quest to build a championship team. Whether it's Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, or Aaron Rodgers, the future of the quarterback position in Pittsburgh is going to be one of the most talked-about topics this offseason. If you're as fired up as we are about this playoff run, and what's next for the Steelers, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going and show everyone why. Steelers Nation is the most passionate fan base in the NFL. Here we go, Steelers. Let's get ready for Saturday and keep the playoff dreams alive.